Let's see. Am I live? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca, and today we have.
Hello, hello, Mrs. Gigi here.
Okay, so let's see here. I didn't tell anybody. I'm just gonna. I think we're just gonna go for it. I want to make sure that I'm live because I've been having
Yeah,
problems. Yesterday, I went live and it wouldn't let me in my live. Like I went to
yeah,
YouTube
no,
to get on my live and it wouldn't let
hmm
me in. And
yeah, I've been through that too.
it,
Like the last maybe 2 weeks. Like I don't know. I have no clue.
yeah, it was really weird. But okay, let's see here. Let me share.
Hello, Janet.
I don't even see anyone in here yet. What the? There we go. Hey, Janet Nash, what's shaking? I'm trying to share because I didn't share out. And let's see. There we go. All right. Yeah, Luna. So they're adorable. I would have them in here. I have a kitty cam, but I would have them in here. They are. Did you see them on my Facebook?
No, I did not.
Oh, oh,
Oh, have you?
oh. So
Do you
you were
have a
like,
pic?
"What the heck you talking about, woman?" That
No,
kitten.
that's the thing because I haven't really been apart from yesterday. I haven't really been on to YouTube or social media or anything the last couple of days.
There they
Oh,
are.
how cute!
Mm.
Oh,
This one's like a tawny. She's really, or he's he's very I don't know. He's not eating real well for me. I think he's just, I hate to say he's kind of depressed, but I'm hoping he
oh,
breaks
poor
out of
thing.
it.
Hmm.
This one seems a little runt, but he's not as little, like his weight. He's little in size, but his weight is really good at the docks. One of these is a female. One of these gray ones. I don't remember which one, but
Hmm.
they eat like crazy Mongols. Those two, they just don't stop and they're the ones that have the really bad eye thing, but all of them are getting antibiotics just in case. So, but hello.
Oh,
Thanks, Janet.
hello.
That's my new project. New babies. They're 17 days old yesterday, so today 18 days.
Oh, cute,
Yes. So,
cute, cute, cute.
but they're not, at least they're not newborns. I'm not up every 2 hours feeding them.
Oh,
Like I
yeah, that
actually
would have
got
been
6 hours of sleep
really.
last night, until I heard them screaming. And then I was like, okay, time to wake up,
Hmm.
Um, all right. All right. I want to work on that. This is my Janet Nash. I don't know if Janet's been in here while we've done our dioramas. Mine is
No,
supposed to
not
look
really.
like I'm trying to make it look like what did we say? Like a British cottage, uh,
Yeah. Hmm.
old mercantile.
Hmm.
So that's kind of, what, Luna?
And this is my version so far of a cottage that I'm not really going to. No, no,
I just love
I
you.
don't know. Yeah.
It's starting out so good. Well, again, I have to remember mine's going to be inside. Mine's going to be cute inside.
And
Out.
I'm still working on the tiles.
There's Miss Luna. She is just hi Luna.
Oh, we
Hi.
haven't forgotten about you.
No, we haven't.
Hmm.
I mean, if they were more
Oh.
cuddly, I'd be cuddling with them, but I'm making sure I stop and say
Hmm.
hi and pet them but they're not coming in the bedroom. Mm-mm. Like they usually sleep in there and sleep on the like Storm sleeps between my legs and stuff. Nope, she's
Hmm.
not even coming in there. She's like,
Oh.
I'm not coming in there until those babies are gone.
Hmm. Oh, hello,
Oh, hey,
hello,
Glitter.
Colby Glitter.
How'd I miss you? Sorry. There you are. All right. Sorry, Glitter. Wasn't ignoring you on purpose. All right.
No, definitely not.
I've got my
Definitely not.
shells. I've got a chair that I made that needs painted. Shelves.
Oh,
I know
that
what.
shelving unit is really big. Or is the share? No, I don't know. Or is it?
It's about right.
I would say that he's a huge, huge. Or it's just no. I don't know.
There we go. Because if I roll over to my, if I go over there next to my shelf, and my chair is above the first shelf, like my
Oh, okay.
seating is above the first shelf over there. Yeah. So in this chair, the seating's not above the first shelf. Oh, but you have to remember these are whole bolts of fabric.
Oh yeah, true.
So they're
True,
going to
true.
be a little bit bigger than a normal size, like the normal. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? Who knows?
Oh,
It's still,
hello, Time Lord. I have seen a photo. Beckett
oh,
just
time
told
Lord,
me.
he's making sure. They're not here. I don't have them on kitty cam, except I could have Storm on kitty cam. She's in here. Hi, Storm. Hi, baby. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Hi. But how about holding those little ones and stuff and then touching the adults? It's like, holy cow,
Oh yeah.
they're huge. you know, I always think that they're so, little. I always consider my cats little.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much, no. Mm-mm. Okay, so I don't even know where I'm at or what I'm working on, Mrs.
Yeah.
Katie. I'm kind of
No, me
get
neither.
back
Apart from
here.
the. Oh no, that's true. I needed to have some sort of.
Oh,
I would say pizza carton or something because I need to figure out where to place the trees and how to whatever to do with the cave. I'm not too sure if I
oh,
want
you're
to have
still
it.
wondering about that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I need to kind of figure that
I'll be
out
right
somehow.
back. Out of with all the mess this morning. I forgot to take my pills, so let me go take my
Oh, yeah.
pills. I was wondering why I couldn't get myself comfortable. That's why. Hold on.
So I'm still working on trying to get tiles to look like this on this side. Um, for the roof, but we'll see. It takes a little bit of time to get these dry. Oh, I would say Storm still is a little bit mad. Most I don't know. Probably is. What is Streamlabs? Uh, oh my word! I'm not the one to explain that. You have to impress. Oh. Thank you so much. I don't know. This has been my thing. I realized I have to do, what was it, like 77 tiles like this to be able to do the roof the way that I wanted it to look. But yeah, it's a year-long project, this thing. So
No.
I don't know. And with Streamlabs, you can have all kinds of features. I don't even know half of it.
Streamlabs.
Yeah.
hmm I was
Uh,
trying to use that the other day and I couldn't get connected. But then I tried to connect even with just YouTube and it wouldn't connect. So I was like, oh, it's not. I was thinking it was Streamlabs, but it wasn't. It was
uh,
just YouTube.
No, it was Glitter that asked about what Streamlab is, and
Oh,
to be totally honest, I can't really explain it other than it's a whole bunch of features and things, and you can add on and in and what it's I don't know.
it's like a program app that connects you to a stream to a service. Does that make sense? Is that the easiest down? What is it? The layman terms of what it probably is, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not AI.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely.
It's a program. It's a program app, pretty much, is what it is. Hey, Brenda.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Glitter.
I ignored when I went in there. I heard one of them crying. I bet you it's
All
the little
right.
black one. I don't think he's comfortable. I don't know if he's got maybe gas or
Oh, poor thing. Hmm.
something. So he's not happy about something. I don't know. Drove me. I'm not gonna lie. This morning they did really good the first night in all day yesterday, but last night and it wasn't even overnight. They slept this morning. It was like a
Hmm.
3 hour feeding. It was like I couldn't fill them up. Every single one of them wanted second feedings. It's like, what the heck? Stop it! I want to go back to sleep.
Hmm.
And I
It's
smell
like
like formula.
having.
I feel like a new mother.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, yeah.
I mean, what the heck? I think it was my shirt yesterday. I was like, what the heck? That's formula. I smell like formula because
Yeah.
they're
Haven't
trying to
done
figure
that
out
like
the
in
whole
20
bottle
plus
thing.
years.
Yeah, right, exactly. So the black one is a messy eater. Oh man, I don't know.
Ah.
I don't think only half gets in his belly. He just licks and slops and he won't like latch. So it's dripping down the side of his face and he's scratching at the bottle. It's like the one gray one, he latches and just goes to town. He's fine. He's like, okay,
Hmm.
this is fine. And then like the tawny colored one that he seems he's a little slow about it, but not, he's like, feed me, don't feed me, I don't care.
Oh, uh-huh.
But the one gray one is a maniac, and then this black one. Well, yesterday the black one wasn't eating at all, but finally I
Oh.
got him to eat today. But like I said, it's not a pretty picture.
Hmm.
His face is covered in milk, and it's drooling down my hand. It's all over me, all over the towel. I kind of wrap him up in a towel. Well, I
Oh,
try to keep them wrapped up in a towel to keep them
hopefully.
nice and tight.
Hmm.
It's just, I'm too old for this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like having grandbabies.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Flo.
Oh, hello. Hello.
So spring break was for you guys already.
Yes. But it's like
Oh, I guess our
spring
spring
break,
break was right
Easter egg.
already too.
Yeah, it is. Or
I
is
missed.
it like this week or
No, it was last
last
month. I just forgot.
last?
It's been
uh,
this year is
it's May
flying.
already. Like so, next week it's May. So
Yeah, it's flying by.
it. I actually talked about it yesterday during my live. It's I don't even know. Like the last couple of years with everything going on, like back in it's almost to the point where I totally forgotten about the last 5 years, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been a year. I can't believe that COVID was that long ago, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I was. We were actually talking about it at work like 2 weeks ago because with working in school, there was this definitely a special situation with the kids and everything. Yeah, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Coming in here, Storm.
11.
What you're going to remember from this project is how long it took you to do your
The
roof.
tiles.
Hmm. But they look so good. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth your time.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like, but then all the other clay things, and I'm looking into how on earth I'm going to do a realistic type of whatever grass, or if I'm going to use some sort of gravel, or I don't know. I have to look into
I'm
that.
still wondering if I'm going to change my outside to if I'm going to go outside and get real rocks or something because
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, or yeah. And then with the trees, we'll definitely need some more work. Let's see, spring break here is in mid-March. They used to combine, yeah, that combining it with Easter is what they do here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They don't do that, and they don't do that down here. See, in Texas, you get spring break. Up home, it was usually you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. You got like Ash Wednesday and then Holy Friday. So
Mm-hmm.
they'd give you Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off of school, and then Holy Monday. So you did it was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that. Where down here you get usually spring break a whole week off, but you don't get
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
during Easter here. I think they kind of do the same thing down here too with the Wednesday, Thursday, but not Monday. Usually you go back to school on Monday, I believe, down here.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Mm-hmm.
don't have snow days and such that we have up home where, they have to have certain days for the school to be called off because of snow days where, you don't have to worry about that here in Texas.
No, yeah.
Snow days really needed. So, hi, Storm. Come here, Storm. Hi, Jug.
Hello, Angie.
Oh, so Angie made it in. Hi, Angie. I haven't looked at the screen. Oh, she just come in?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So, I think I need to look into the greenery on the trees apart from these tiles today. Scared of what? Let's see. I heard that one of our own from the US, I think, is going. What? Who is going to visit?
Brenda A. I heard that one of our own from the U.S., I think, is going to visit you.
I'm all confused over here.
I thought Flo lived here in the U.S. I'm confused. From the U.S. I don't know. How about though that I had no clue about the visit to Janet Nash and Janet Nash getting to meet what's her face, Pink Girl. No, yeah,
No.
Pink Girly. Is that who
Oh
it
yeah.
is?
Oh yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know. I guess I don't watch Janet Nash or Pink Girly enough to know. I mean, they gathered a whole
Wasn't it Lori
package
Pink
for.
Girly? Was it?
They sent like a whole package to
I
Janet, and I
know.
was like,
Yeah,
what?
I haven't know. Usually, unfortunately, during Janet's lives, I'm at work, so I can't
Well,
really.
yeah, I have not been waking up. My sleep pattern's totally
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Every
Mm-hmm.
once in a while I get over there, but then I was like, I guess is it Pink Girl? Was it Pink Girly guys? Janet, I don't know if
Yeah,
Janet.
wasn't it Lori?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
it was
yeah.
Lori. Yeah.
But I don't even know when Lori's on anymore to be able to say, that I could have found out and then I
Hmm.
could have sent a package to Janet. So sorry, Janet, I had no clue, or I would have sent you something. Yeah. So it happens when you're not in the know. You're not with the in, you're not you don't hang out with the in crowd anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel since, going back to work. I'm not really able to join lives like I used to, so unfortunately.
Oh, did I really just cut this too small?
So now we have the tiles here, and of course my let's see. Oh, why didn't I think about water?
Yes, you did, Angie. I had seen that.
I didn't think about water to be able to. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Anyways,
What do you mean water? What do you mean by you didn't think about water? What you're going to make water out of? Is that what you mean?
no,
Or
I just don't have water for the paints.
oh,
But we will have to manage without it because I don't know. So
you can go get
yeah,
if you need to go get water. It's all good.
let's see. We have that one there, and then that tree over there. Yeah, and then these. I have it spread all over. That's definitely what oh, that's a tile. Let's try. We'll have to look into some sort of shading with the green too. So we have one tree looking like this, and I need to think about the bird.
Oh, Jug has been so sweet with the babies. He's been
Oh, he has?
well, when the babies came, of course, Storm got out on me. So I had to put the babies inside the door and on the floor and then go
Mm-hmm.
outside. And all I could think of is I kept saying to myself, oh, I hope Jug doesn't bother them too bad. But he didn't. I come in, he was, kind of laying next to him. He went up to him. I told him it was okay. So he then came up close and he gave one a big lick on the head and
Oh,
and
cute.
every once in a while, when we're looking in on him, he'll come up and take a look, like what's going on in here, what's all this racket.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's doing actually quite good with them. He's a good boy. He is such a good boy, though. He
Mm-hmm.
is nothing better. Hello, Mama Juju on the backboard.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I know, Angie. I'm busy. I'm a sleep deprived mother.
Yeah. Hmm. You'll have to figure out what to do with these, and then paintbrush. Let's see.
I
Oh,
don't have an excuse
definitely.
for all the other times I don't see you, Angie, but that's my excuse today, and I'm sticking to it. That's a good, nice small print.
Yeah, I saw the video, Janet. It was really nice.
It was wonderful.
Oh, wonderful to
It made me
see
so
all the.
happy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking about it for years that I'd love to do it, and I probably will never get to do it, but I think it's awesome that
Yeah, me too, actually. But this thing is, to be totally honest, I literally have like from where I live to like Heathrow, London. it is 2.5 hours, I think,
Oh
by
my,
airplane.
oh, by an
So
airplane.
yeah,
You
so
can't
yeah,
swim it? You can't get out there and swim it?
yeah. No,
Oh, come on,
I
Mrs.
can drive by car and things like that, but that would take like several, like I don't even know, like 20 plus hours, 2 days maybe or something. But
Shannon will never understand how balanced, how we can balance our stuff. She just don't get it. She doesn't understand the crafty way that we have, that we can balance something and it doesn't fall. She just walked by something. She's like, oh, that's a mess waiting to happen. I said, you can't touch it. If you touch it, it's going to fall. You'll make a craft lunch. Just keep on walking. Don't even look at it. If you look at it, it might fall. I'm good at stacking. I don't know how it happens, but it's good. Janet says that that would be fun if you flew over.
yeah,
What's the price for something like that? Like a little.
uh, going like that, it would be maybe $30.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's
We
not,
call that like puddle jumping or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, like, if
yeah.
I maybe if I could get it for 15 too if I do like. Yeah, that's the thing. It's really cheap. It's cheaper to go to London for me than going to like to our capital, like to
Oh,
so so.
yeah.
uh,
Well,
I've
maybe
been thinking.
eventually you'll get over there.
I've
Janet,
been.
she has a big house. You can go visit her too. Does
Yeah, I do
the
have a
tram
big.
go over there? I just invite people to your house all the time. I invited all my friends. I was like, oh, we have a place to stay if we want to go to Sweden. We were talking about traveling and where we
Uh
could go
huh.
and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't have to worry about a room and board in Sweden because I have a friend that said I can go. And I said, and I bet you guys can go too.
Yeah, we do have our summer house. So yeah,
Oh,
that
B&B, you could rent it out as a B&B for us.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, we can definitely do that.
That's okay, Glitter. See you later. I'm making bolts of fabric for on my shelf.
Yeah, oh yeah, cute.
Hello, Lucy.
Hello. So a lot of whatever this is, trying to make it as natural and whatever. I don't know.
Oh, you literally have to just then like walk out your door and catch. I was gonna call it a tram. I don't know what you guys call it. Or an underground line. Just walk out your door
Hmm.
and there it is, huh?
Oh, is it? Huh.
Nice. Go
Hmm.
public transportation.
Yeah. Yeah, would be actually when thinking if I had like scheduled everything, I will be in London in I would say 4 hours from home to London with everything. So let's see if I can find, or Janet, might be that you can find the video that Angie's looking for. Let's see.
Um, what is Angie looking for?
The video
Oh,
where
oh, oh, for
the
the oh, it's
oh,
Monday, I think, right? I think it's a Monday video.
Yeah, it is.
Luna Petunia, you can come up here and visit with me, or you just, she's so mad. She's like, no, I don't even want to look at you. Come here.
Yeah, I just posted a link
Excellent, thanks.
to the video in chat. That's why I went
Janet's,
totally quiet, concentrating and doing important things in
yeah,
between.
I can't do more than one. I agree. I get you. Um, yeah, there it is. So if you guys want to see Janet visiting with Pink Girly,
Mm-hmm.
there it is. Go take a look. Mm-mm. Let's see.
Becca, help is what I'm looking for. Oh. Are you in trouble? No, I don't think so.
Am I in trouble?
No, Angie
Oh, Angie.
is in
Probably.
trouble or something.
Probably. I just thought about it, Angie. I'm going to get rid of that heart for you. Maybe. Where's it at? There.
Oh.
Gone. Gone. No more heart.
Oh, that. Who? No, I'm not going to London. I wish I were, but I could go. Like, yeah, I could literally go within a couple of hours. Because the flight, it goes like every back and forth really from Gothenburg to I don't even Stansted or Heathrow or whatever. Like, the funny thing, I don't know if Janet wants me to. The strangest thing, Time Lord, I'm going to explain to you the thing. Me and my family, when I was growing up, we were meant to go, move to actually where Janet lives.
Hmm.
Literally just a couple of, around the corner from Janet, literally. Um, and but I don't know if she wants
Oh,
to.
yeah. No, the London area.
Yeah.
Janet lives in the
So
London area.
yeah, but we realized it was literally around the corner from Janet, and that was really funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like what I think it's
yeah.
uh the southern part of England, is that right? Or not England, London? I think when
No,
I
it,
looked it up
it
on
is
the map, I might be wrong, but it was a while ago
no,
too.
yeah, it's outside. Like, it's a suburb, maybe, or I don't even know how
Oh
to.
yeah, that's kind of like Round Rock is here.
Hmm.
It's Austin. You really don't call it a suburb but it's not really in Austin either. It's far out, but most people now, that's people. It's so close. Wouldn't that have been wild, Janet, if you guys and then you both were on like streaming and found out you guys were like only, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump away from each other?
Yeah.
Look at how cute this little wooden thing I have here. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. I don't know if I'm going to like use it on the wall as like decoration because I can see going into a fabric store or whatever being, or if I'm going to use it as a table like what you would measure fabric on, or if I'm going to lean it up
Hmm.
against. I don't know. It's just so stinking cute.
Uh, I am not. No, I'm not doing cotton candy. I'm making a tree. So this would be a base of the tree. But it is cotton balls, so
It's really coming together though. It's looking good. Looking good. I'm getting sidetracked. I can't
Mm-hmm.
get to my fabric. I don't, I can only make so many with the fabric I have. All my fabric is up against the wall over there.
You are, sorry, I'm interrupted by Angie's comment here being 30 minutes away from Arlene and you haven't met? Hmm.
Really? Huh. Well, Angie doesn't drive, so that's one
Oh,
thing.
yeah, and then I was,
And
yeah.
and Angie's really, private, but
Yeah, but to me, I would say, and that's just me assume. I don't even know, but I'm assuming that the public transport in the U.S. is not
oh
quite
yeah,
as good as
and where she lives, yeah,
yeah.
she
Hmm.
lives like yeah. I don't think there's any public transport like that. Definitely, like the only places are the big cities that have trains and stuff. You don't have really. Each city has their own public, but none of them are intertwining into a next city
Hmm. Hmm.
at all, unless you take Amtrak, and
Oh yeah, and
like
yeah, that's a
yeah,
whole
that's like
yeah,
all over the
yeah,
country road,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
that's going to take you days to get anywhere. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I could be wrong that like New York and Connecticut and stuff use Amtrak. I don't know if they have their own like trains that ride on the Amtrak road, train, uh,
Hmm.
whatever tracks. That's it.
Hello,
Hey,
Candy.
Candy, how you doing today?
Um,
Okay.
the village where your mom lives is full of elderly people. Hmm. Just reading Time Lord's comment there. What about
We
where?
used to have the city that's next to me used to be known for retirement, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, the people have moved in, and now it's yes, there is a big retirement village there, but now they have new homes and everything. Where before it was the new homes were only in the village area, to where the you had it was 55 and over to live there,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
which I don't call elderly because for goodness sakes, I'm old.
Yeah, that to be yeah.
But I'm starting to feel old. But when Time Lord's only in his 20s, we're probably all elderly to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old ladies. All you old ladies. He hangs out with a bunch of old ladies that like to craft.
It,
That's what he says.
it's nice to hear that Candy's doing a little bit better. From my understanding, she is. Hmm?
That sounds good. She's been having a rough go at it, for sure. Hey, there's the metallic markers I was looking for the other day when I was online. I'm trying to see if I can get over here to my fabric. Got some tulle. As long as I don't hear Shannon saying they're crying, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting that to happen because she is not really helping. She's like, "This is yours."
Oh, oh, with the kittens.
Yeah, she's that's out of her realm. She says she's not doing it. I made the decision, so because she come home to them. I just
Oh,
had it.
she didn't she know that you were about to like take them in or whatever?
Right.
Oh.
No, there was no about to at all. It was just the lady was like, can you take them? I have these kittens and stuff. And while I was streaming, I got the message. And I was like, oh no, oh no. And I thought about it. I
Oh,
was like, I asked her a couple questions. I asked how old they were this time and stuff. And she said that she told me, I think she told me like 3 weeks, which, is not that much different than two, but still a little kitten, it's a difference, but
yeah.
it's as bad as if they were just 1 day old like the other one was.
Oh, yeah, that's a big
So
difference.
this wasn't that bad to see. Keeping my room picked up a little bit helped me. I'm going to be able to get over here to this area without too much trouble. Look at that. Look at that. Although I just moved everything to this other area of my room, so now it looks a hot mess over here. But I'm able to get to the fabric that I needed
Yeah,
to.
that's nice. You were a single parent, Time Lord says.
Of kittens at this point, of kittens. Yep. Taking care of babies. Okay. Purple. Definitely have to have purple in my cottage, or whatever this is, mercantile. These are nice. Those would be nice.
Age is just a number.
Yes.
It is. Now I'm thinking elderly and 55 plus. I actually saw an ad in the newspaper the other day about like a new complex of apartment buildings were built. 55 plus discount or whatever it was, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's like some places I'm eligible to get a discount at 50, but some are at 55, and I'm talking like at restaurants and stuff, they give you discounts it's
Yeah, yeah.
5% off or something. It's the discount's less than our taxes. So it's not that much off, but they do give you some sort of discounts sometimes when you get to a certain age.
Yeah, they do that here too.
Oh, good to know. I'll have to remember to pull out my hey, I'm old card. If and when I ever get to visit.
I don't want the green cotton candy either. It might be a little bit strange.
I don't know. Lemon lime cotton candy probably wouldn't be so bad. It might not be that great, but it might not be that bad.
And I'm thinking a good thing plus a good thing doesn't necessarily mean the outcome would be like,
Always overthinking stuff, Mrs. Gigi. Go up and read what I wrote. Oh, Angie, what did you write?
Oh, that was actually funny.
Let me see. Yeah, Rebecca, you know me. I'm not shy or nothing like that. I just don't like giving. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know that. Yeah. I know. You met Aaron. Aaron came by and said hi. There's crazies out there on the internet. You got to keep your information private. I'm one of those crazies.
You don't get it. Oh, you don't get any discounts? I would say, depending on
You
what
just don't
stores
ask.
and what the
You don't ask.
restaurants
Yeah,
and
you got to start asking.
Yeah,
That's just
there
like
is a whole
Amanda with her
bunch of them.
military.
Like,
She has to ask. Hmm Denny's. Denny's gives a discount. I know. IHOP, they give a discount. Gotta ask for it. Ask and you shall receive. You said you're gonna be 60 this year. No, you just said that the other day. I was listening. I was paying attention. I pay attention sometimes.
mm-hmm,
Not all the time, but
to
sometimes.
the important things.
That's right.
You-
Tuesday
I,
morning used to
I'm
give you one. They're not around no more. So I think like Joanne's and stuff did too. And Joanne's ain't around either, but I think they used to all give seniors a discount. And everybody considers senior a different age. So, every store
yeah,
seems to
mm-hmm,
have their own.
yeah. The
And on what days? On Wednesdays, for whatever reason, or the Tuesdays.
mm-hmm.
Usually it's the day that you're not there. That's when the discount is. Oh, discount
Now
was yesterday.
I'm trying to figure out, Time Lord. Imagine in the cat world, their mothers are looking after the kittens, not the dads. Oh, with a single parent mom thing. Or am I? No, I don't know.
Are you looking
Oh,
after the kittens? Me? Yes, I am. Not the dad. The dad doesn't look after the kittens. Is that what you
yeah, with
mean?
the single mom. Yeah, he was writing something with a single mom.
Are all cats single moms? Is that what you're trying to say? All those poor cats. There's no child support for cats.
Have you heard about the new color? Now I need to talk to you about this because I read yesterday
Okay.
there was an American scientist that has been, and I don't know for how many years, because usually these kind of things take years, but he has discovered a new color. And I don't know how it works, but apparently you cannot see it. You have to experience it, is what he said.
I think he's doing
Uh,
drugs. If you want to
I
know
didn't
the truth,
say it.
that's
That's
my
kind of what
answer.
that's kind of what I was thinking too. But the
He
thing
sounds like
was,
one of those artists that are trying to make it big, and he doesn't really. He's not. He has no talent. And it's like
now I have to figure it out. I actually saw. Let's see if I can see.
you have to
It was.
Isn't that any art though? Like most art, yeah. Is he a scientist or is he an artist?
I have no
That's what,
clue.
or
I've
is he a
never heard.
scientist trying to be an artist? That's what I wonder.
Let's see. Let's see if I can like the color, the new. Because I was actually looking into if I there was any article about an English
Yeah,
article or
I was gonna
whatever, like
say,
in the
yeah.
US.
And if he's
Yeah,
American, is he American or English? Did you say?
American.
Oh yeah, he's on drugs. He probably is from Colorado. It was
Oh,
found with
no.
laser
Look at this.
technology.
It was on the USA Today page.
Yeah,
Let's see. It
Candy
says
says
a
it's a
team.
laser technology.
Oh yeah, you've heard about it? A team of
Yeah.
researchers say that they have found a new color, but you have to experience it.
Huh.
Uh,
Emperor's New Clothes. I know, right, Janet? Sounds like something they were smoking. Can't I believe you? Candy says it's Candy knows about it. It's laser
the
tech.
yeah that then it's just not me. They tried to show because you apparently our
Is it a color
you
that? So how can it be a color if you cannot visualize it, and
The
if
thing,
it's
yeah,
not
that's
made
what I'm
from the,
thinking. They
so it's
have
not one of the
tried. It's
primaries.
similar to this. It's a similar color to this, but it's not this one because the human eye is not able to like see it or like acknowledge it like as I don't even know like. So to me, it's kind of a teal green or whatever it is.
That, yeah, but that's not it because we can't experience it. Which
Yeah,
how is that? That makes me question, like, well, how
yeah,
can that be if by science we know there's only the primary colors that cannot be made. So you're saying that our vision, there's a color out there. Well, then how can it be a color?
yeah, and you know you have to experience it. It's kind of yeah. I heard about the laser thing too, but then I was thinking like, how do you experience it? Like to me, you know, you have the senses like you know vision. You have to feel, or you know, I didn't even I spoke about it on my live yesterday quite a bit because yeah, it was strange.
Yeah, I think it's a hippie. I think it's a, I think it's just something to, I don't think it's real. If I can't see it, then it's not real. That's all. Then I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Black is the absence. Well, sure, black is the absence of color, but we can see black,
Yeah, the thing
and we can make
I
and we can make black with color, right?
mhm.
Can't we make black with
Yeah,
yellow,
or
and red? We have to be able to make black with because that's how they make it in paint stores. So, I
yeah,
mean, so if this, how can this be a color if you can't see it? I'm just smiling, Flo.
yeah, that's you know my maybe it's the human mind that is no
I
I
don't
don't
believe
know
it. I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't believe it. Somebody that was smoking too much pot in the 70s, in the 60s and the 70s, and now they're older and they're like, I'm not famous yet, and I need to come up with something now before I die because my grandkids need some money. That's what I'm thinking.
mhm.
That's what I'm thinking. Because there ain't no way our grandkids are going to be walking around this earth saying, "Oh, I feel that color.
Mhm.
Oh, I experienced that color without seeing it."
Yeah.
Oh, Candy said, what you make is not really black. If you add white, you always see what color you used. Oh, so you're saying
What?
we can't make black candy? Is that what you're saying? So there's no black
Well,
out there in the world?
if you add white, you always see what
I don't know. Next time, I can't do it today because I'm in the middle of this here. But next
uh,
time we're on, we're making some black paint, and then I'm going to add some white, and I'm going to show you. It just makes gray.
that's what I'm thinking too. Like,
Oh, see,
what?
we're going to have to do an experiment and see if Candy's right or if we're right. I'm leaning on myself this time. Usually I go with Candy. This time I'm going with the non-educated person. I'm going with me today. Going with me today.
Is it right that we shouldn't have let me see, a bit of white in? Oh,
Is
now
it
this.
is
Uh,
it right that there shouldn't be white in a watercolor set? Why? Where did Janet come up with that?
yeah, I've
So
heard that too. Like
why?
I've heard. Um.
Because you shouldn't add white to watercolor because it changes what why what's the sense in that? But the gray will be warm or cool, which means there is color. Hey, Candy. Well, then what is white?
Yeah.
What I can't remember what is white actually. White is the I know black is the absence of color, but I don't know I can't remember what they call.
No, me neither.
Because we are the professionals here, Candy. We have a YouTube channel. You are not the professional. You don't have it.
Maybe now it's the time where you join us explaining all of this
Yeah.
and show us how this really works. Like,
Maybe you should become the professional then. If
yeah,
you know it
yeah.
all. Miss, I went and I know how stuff works. But the gray will be, oh, right. Yeah, because watercolor are transparent and white will make them opaque. Ay, ay, ay.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh,
glad I
yeah,
just come
that's
on here to,
true.
you don't
Yeah.
know, Miss G. Don't stop it. You don't know. Quit trying to act like you know. I'm running away. I'm running away.
Yeah, but that is true.
Well, I hear you.
Yeah.
But then why would you want to paint with watercolor transparent, right? White is all
And
the colors together.
yeah, it is. Because if you have a color wheel and just spin it, it becomes white. Like, you if you spin it fast, you see like it's all white or white-ish.
No, it doesn't. Ah. Okay, so are you saying if I take all the colors of the world and I throw them all in one big pile, they're going to be white? No.
It will be brown because all the mix and everything
Mm-hmm.
muddy and things. Or is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Why can you not make white if white is all the colors?
Yeah,
We're
but
just
do you have a? I don't have a
agreeing here
color
too.
wheel. Do you have a color
Oh,
wheel?
I do. I was looking for it. I can't find
Yeah,
it.
if you spin it like really, really fast, it becomes white.
Yeah, you'll be telling me you can't spin it fast enough. That's why it's not white. That's what you're saying. And I'll be like, I'm spinning as fast will go. It's not white. What's she saying
It's
now?
not.
Mama Juju crafting on the back 40. You may have to tell them.
Word
LOL.
is
Word.
great,
Oh,
great, don't they?
oh no. I'm waiting for Candy to tell me I'm wrong. This stupid color wheel has been floating around my desk for weeks because I finally found it, and now that I want to use it, it's not here. Oh, great.
Oh no!
I thought I put it somewhere where, I put it somewhere where I won't lose it.
And that's always what you do, and then
I lost it again for the third or fourth, fifth time. I don't use it. That's why. It's like, this thing is wrong. That's why. Stupid color wheel. It's never right. And Candy's back there laughing, saying that's why all your shit turns out brown. Candy don't know. All those poor kids that she taught, they don't know. They got, jeez, I can't find my color wheel. It had, that's something that it's supposed to be right here for me to be able to grab whenever I need it because it's important. I don't know where. Color is caused by light reflecting light.
yeah.
She's not saying that. That's not. If you put all the colored lights together, it becomes white.
Yep.
Don't be agreeing, Mrs. Gigi. Don't do it. So you're telling my Christmas tree, if I put them all together, they're gonna look white. All my lights do. Yeah, I'm the one. I gotta see it to believe it. I'm one of those. Although except for my faith, that I don't have to. But for something like this, I'm gonna need some proof. I am. That's just how it is.
And now she says, "Be right back." I
Janet
wonder.
learned something too, so Janet can go back to her channel and be like, "Don't listen to that Rebecca, because she don't know. She don't know what's going on. Let me tell you how colors made. Killer, as Beth would say. Oh no. Candy's probably going to send me something on, and I'm going to have to watch it and then be like, oh, I'm not going to watch it. You can't show me. I'm not going to let you show me the correct thing. That's why I failed so many classes in school, is because I wouldn't let them show me that was wrong.
Oh, okay.
No. Nope. Gosh darn it. Seriously, I know that color wheel is gonna. It's as soon as I am done for the day. We're done for the day. It's gonna.
Oh,
pop
yeah.
right here on my
It will
desk.
pop up like, oh, there you
Because I
are.
bought 2 of them so I wouldn't lose them. You know, so
Oh, that's even better.
so that I would finally learn something. But because Candy has tried this on me before, trying to tell me how colors work. Come here, Angie. Angie's like, I'm out of here. Candy's got to go. I'm going. I don't want to hear it from you too, Mrs. Juju. You don't know. You just pretend to know. Mrs. Juju's one of those people. She's one of those people, Mrs. Gigi, where she like tries to tell, everything's supposed, I have my rule of 3.
Mm-hmm.
I trust in the rule of 3, but
Yeah.
she's like, this here needs to go, everything has a quadrant or something every quarter. I don't know. She was doing something. I was like, what the heck is that? No, that's not how. No, this is a junk journal. There can't be no rules in junk journaling. See, that's why I don't do real art, because there's rules. If there's rules, I don't follow rules pretty good.
And I would say, of course, there are rules, but
No, Mrs. Gigi, you want to scream with me? Oh, sorry. Your connection must have went out.
Yeah.
Where did she go?
Oh, she's back. Thank you, Candy. You cannot just leave us like that hanging, like a cliffhanger till next week.
Oh, you're talking about colors. Oh, well, you're wrong too, Angie. I'm the only right one around here. Jeez and crackers, what kind of people do I hang out with? I don't know, people. I don't know. My mama didn't say this. That's what I'm saying. My mama said I can believe in anything I want.
Oh, yeah, that's true, though.
See, there you go.
But it is.
Is it over here?
Doesn't really
I
necessarily.
really am going to get you guys on this spinning thing.
Oh, have you found it?
No, I can't.
No.
I'm trying, really. I'm not like faking it.
Oh.
Fake it till I make it. That's what I'm doing over here. That's why I'm doing a diorama this year. And don't be trying to tell me this ain't a diorama either.
It is.
I can only take one disappointment today.
How is it with your hands? Didn't you get a shot in your hand?
Oh yes, I got them in my my thumb areas again. They're not as working as fast as last time. They're feeling a little bit better. So that's good. He said he made a different concoction with it this time so that he didn't have to put as much medicine in. So I hope that didn't mean that it's not going to work as well. Because that's kind of what because I went somewhere before and I had issues that didn't seem to work. And then this time he put, or not this time, the first time I visited with this guy, he put so much in, but it hurt and took so long to push all that medicine in. But it lasted almost 6 months. So.
Oh, it did? Wow.
Yeah, the last time it lasted almost, but when I had it done in August. So, just now probably I've been needing it for about a month, but I was trying to pull it off because I wanted them to feel as good as I could this summer, with.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, but yeah.
Candy, is this where you think, it's a hollow type situation? Because I ran out of cotton balls, that's why.
Candy's it's hollow. No, you're
No,
not saying it right. That's
I took
white.
a bite out of the cotton candy, she said. And
Oh,
it is literally here. It's I need to add some here, but I haven't got any
oh,
because
Angie. I did. I was hungry. Her daughter did. Her daughter came in the room and was like, that looks good. And then she went and told her mom, that's not very good cotton candy in your room. You should throw that
I've
away.
never, with the cotton candy. Oh, it just disgusts me with all the sugary, like
You are.
oh
You could never be an American. That's what I'm saying.
oh no. Uh,
But I'm pretty impressed that they're talking right now about getting rid of a lot of our artificial crap, which
mm-hmm.
I'm happy. I am so happy when somebody is finally going to actually take steps to make it happen. Now, will it? Who knows? Because they talked about getting rid of some of those artificial colors in the past and it never really happened. So I would love to see it. But you know what? Americans will have to learn that, you can have a soda that's not a weird ass color, It can
Mm-hmm.
actually be, or actually it's a weird ass color that you're drinking. It doesn't have to be a pretty color and it's going to taste the same and be healthy. So many Americans, though, if it's a weird brown color, they don't want to drink it. Well, hello, have you never squished fruit before and seen that
Mm-hmm.
real, that's really what fruit juice looks like. Fruit
Mm-hmm.
juice doesn't
Yeah.
look all bright and cherry and happy.
Oh no, definitely not.
So,
Mm-hmm.
that's what Americans need to wise up to. Back in the day, it didn't look this way.
Mm-hmm.
Started doing that so you people could, you know, feel like it was normal or something. I don't, it's amazing to me what so many Americans don't know what something real color looks like.
Yeah.
They think that that's normal. Even our fruits and
It is.
vegetables that are sprayed the special color to make people buy them and stuff.
What?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like oranges and stuff. Oranges
Mm.
are sprayed with an orange color to help them look more orange, to be more appealing. Appealing, get it?
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
There's
Uh-uh.
no reason for that, right? There's no reason for that. Eat it.
I don't even, yeah. I've heard about, artificials, of course, but no.
I
It's
mean, it's
sad,
not that you
but
eat it,
still.
but it's still being sprayed on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so people buy it at a younger age, and then it's not sweet or whatever yet. Well, that's because it's not ripe yet, but they sprayed it to make it look ripe. And then it
Mm-hmm.
stays, they don't understand that, there used to be all these little stores on the side of the roads and stuff because you used to buy fruits and stuff every day because they aren't made. They're not grown to last all this time. But people, Americans, have gotten so used to things being, lasting in their fridge and all,
Mm-hmm.
for a week. And, I only go grocery shopping every week, once a week or every 2 weeks. Well, how, do you really
Mm-hmm.
think that the fresh fruits and stuff, go grow your own and see how long that stuff
Yeah, oh
lasts
yeah,
after
that's
you
true.
pick it? They don't, fruits and vegetables don't usually last long after you pick it. You pick it to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
True.
I'm off on a tangent on that one. It drives me nuts when, city people don't know where their food comes from, is usually what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Yeah. Cola is clear till they add color. Yeah,
Yep, sure
that's.
is. Yeah, yep. Sure is clear. Yeah. But people don't want to drink that. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. I'm okay with them not making it brown. Yeah, if you leave it sit outside, the coloring will dissipate. Like the sun will dye it out to
Oh
fit.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Angie. What's your sugar intake, girlfriend? as long as you
Hmm.
have it in moderation and you can
Oh, yeah.
control your sugar, but don't be getting sick. Because we don't want to hear you whining about how you can't see right, and it's probably because your sugars are bad.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
That's how my
Oh,
mother
yes,
used to start
Candy.
telling.
Yeah. We actually have things illegal here in Sweden that some European countries use. So we are, like, in that sense, like, regulated, like, really, really. It's, but even in the EU, it's not as much regulated as
Who
things
wants
here in Sweden in terms of what you can eat or what's healthy for you. Like,
who wants to come shopping at my fabric store?
oh, cute. I think I've talked about it, like, for instance, the
Oh
Swedish
yeah,
fish that you are used to.
yeah. I want to
Uh,
try. I
so
do want to try the real. What you said is the real stuff. I really do.
the Swedish fish that you have in the they are disgusting. They are so artificial, and
You know
their
what I
taste.
miss? I miss the original ones, and I really wonder if the original ones that we used to eat as a kid. I wonder if those were the original ones. Because the ones
I
that you
have
get
no
now
clue.
definitely are not the penny candy. Like I used to go to this penny candy store and they used to have these jars of candy just like Willy Wonka's movie. I remember going into the store and I can't even imagine what it was like. This was in the 70s, so I can't even imagine what it was, in the 40s, the 50s, the 30s, where this store got its candy. But they used to, you used to buy penny candy, and I used to go up there. They closed down probably the very early 80s. Like a lot of stuff I think closed down like that.
No, I have a short on my channel. Let's see if I can show you. We
Natural.
have candies like that, like, literally.
Yeah, we have
This,
stuff like that. We have places like that where you can go and buy candy like that still.
but
Those are
this,
specialty stores, but
yeah,
what's it called? Candy on top, cherry on top, I think is our store that you can go and dish out.
this is just a tiny little, and that's my family, so that's why I'm filming. But I
Oh,
couldn't really film
oh,
too much.
family.
But I couldn't really film too much because there was a whole
See,
bunch
you
of
didn't even need
people
to
in
say
there.
it was your family because we wouldn't have known.
Oh,
Well, I would have
it
thought you
was.
were. I
No,
did cheese
it,
too.
it,
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
any cheese. Most those square cheese food. Cheese food is not cheese here in America. You have to buy like real cheddar and stuff if you want real cheese. Natural flavor, yeah, is beaver butt. Not to be gross, but seriously, I guess they exhume, no, what is it when you squeeze something out of something, but from a beaver, and it's a gland. I guess it's maybe their anal gland, like I don't know,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's where
Well,
they get a flavor. Is it, I don't can't think of what flavor it is. Vanilla? But it's like it tastes, I guess, the same as because it's an artificial, it's not like the real flavoring. It's from the beaver, and they get that flavor
what?
from it. And yeah,
Oh my! Well, no.
yeah, they
I'm
do.
glad that we have, like, local, and literally I can go down the road to get milk from the farm. We have
Uh-huh.
yogurt and like milk and eggs
I mean,
and
don't get me
meat,
wrong.
and like,
I,
literally
I
down
I
the road.
understand to a point. There's a lot of people in America, and they got to feed a lot of people, and to be able to produce as much. And I know that that's where some of this stuff came from. They needed to feed a lot of people, so they came up with like powdered cheese so that they could make, for a lot of people. Vanilla,
Hmm.
maybe it's vanilla. Vanilla is from an orchid pod, right? A real vanilla, right? Like the best vanilla that I like is Mexican vanilla. When I go down to Mexico, that's where I get my vanilla. They have good vanilla down there, and it's real vanilla. It's not. We have a lot of people use. It's called artificial vanilla. Maybe that's beaver butt. stuff like.
I have no
I know, I'm
clue.
sorry. But that's what, but that's probably cheaper than getting real vanilla to make like the candy and stuff. And that's probably why, the candy has a different flavor than a real vanilla bean, right?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even like. I'm amazed that it's even legal to sell like those kinds of things. But
Well, I mean, it's if you think about it, if as long as it's edible, there's nothing wrong. Just like horses, I don't eat horses, but other countries we eat horses, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay
they
with them. So
do.
I kind of try to think about that, like with something like that is a natural thing. My biggest ones that I don't like are the really for real artificial stuff, the stuff that's like made
Oh yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, that's
in,
true.
that's what scares me more. I'd rather eat beaver butt than chemicals.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's
definitely.
how I feel. I would rather that than, I hate to, think, oh, it's because of the way that I'm saying it, beaver butt. I don't know what kind of gland it is. I mean, there's animals that carry oil glands and stuff, so it's probably some sort of gland. But I can't believe Candy doesn't know what I'm talking about, or maybe she doesn't. She's just not saying nothing. But yeah, for
Oh,
real,
Angie, when thinking about it, that would be a really, really funny book to read. She's
we could write a book, right? Oh my goodness, is that yeah? Oh yeah, we sure do talk about just about everything, don't we?
oh, definitely you do.
We
Mhm.
talked about menopause the one day and on my channel.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, get Dana on here, and it's all kinds of stuff. Everybody say prayers for Dana. I'm kind of still waiting for her. She was having a procedure done today, and
Oh,
I've been
hmm
kind of waiting to hear. If I don't hear anything by the time I get off here, I'm going to give her husband a call and make sure.
hmm
But she was having a new procedure. It's a newer procedure for her back, so it's not like a.
Oh, hmm
Who's going to look up? Want me to look it up, beaver butt? I'll look it up, Jen. I'll put her on my phone. What is beaver butt used for?
oh,
Beaver. Oh, see, they say gland on here, but I'm going to say
yeah.
what it's used for. I'm going to use the real term. Let's see what it says.
Mhm.
Beaver gland secretion to flavor foods. See scents, scent enhancers, and perfumes. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It has
hmm
been used to flavor things like blue raspberry and vanilla. Yeah, see?
Hmm.
It's a thick brown tar-like substance that
Oh.
it's below their tail. So they
It's
use
not
it to
actually.
mark their territory. It's waterproof. It waterproofs their fur, and it also communicates through beaver. So eventually, someday, we'll be able to communicate with a beaver, I guess.
oh.
It used to be a valuable ingredient in foods and perfumes due to its uniquely musky vanilla scent. I bet you, yeah, it's probably like what all the fake vanilla scents are made with. I bet you
hmm
anything. It's called castoreum. Cas castorium.
Oh.
It's extracted. That's the word I was extracted. Oh, it's also can be used as a fixative to create.
Okay.
Oh wait, as a fixative and to create a leather-like scent in high-end and niche for fragrances. So it's probably a pretty
What?
expensive thing to use,
hmm
but we just go ahead and throw it in all of our food. Let's see.
And you like, let's see, but the vanilla paste, which is loaded with the, oh, yeah. Hmm. There's so many strange things, and you learn
There you
something new
go.
every day.
History learned to y'all know Americans eat beaver butt.
Oh, it should have been green all over here, but Oh, Angie, everything and anything we talk about, family things, mostly my health, crafts, towns, states, cross the like, yeah.
Rebecca not knowing her colors.
hmm What's the topic for the day? Oh, we actually talked about that, doing these type lives because this takes a whole, I don't even know, like it takes a lot of time just doing a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah. Well,
No,
this
it's
this year has been kind of a lot of getting to know each other, which I love.
oh, definitely.
We're doing a lot more. We're getting to talk a lot more than what's the next prompt? What's the next?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been nice having a
A conversation for once. That.
and learning that I don't know my colors. Angie, look at this. Look at this cute little fabric I found. Maybe I could make
Oh,
that into a pillow. I could like sew those together and make a pillow for inside of my
oh, that would be
inside,
cute.
for to show. Look, you can. I don't know what to do because if I put that on a spool, it's not. You're gonna. But I'm looking for little print, because they're not gonna.
Yeah,
If I
we
use a
need
big print, you're not gonna see. It's just gonna look like that main color. Fake vanilla also comes from wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? That kind of wood.
to.
I know. See, I don't know if Flo's still here, but Flo, I know Candy sits over there and just shakes her head at me 99% of the time. She comes to my stream just to shake her head at me like, oh, Rebecca, 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 Rebecca. Anagram said, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
hmm
Janet's like, why have I missed this? Janet,
Yeah, true.
wherever you've been hanging, you're missing out on all the good fun stuff here. Oh, and here she goes. She's leaving. Bye. Thank you so much for being here,
Uh,
Janet. It was nice seeing you.
thank
You
you for
learned all kinds
stopping
of stuff
by.
today. Share with your family.
Yeah.
Guess what I learned about Americans today?
Oh.
And they'll be like, were you listening to that weirdo Rebecca again?
True.
You need to stay
Oh,
off her channel, Mom. So
that just read Angie's comment about not having fun uh,
oh, I
during
think
lives or
Dorinda
whatever.
channel
Like,
thing. Oh yeah.
uh, I would say that's a huge part of this whole thing, like the whole community type. It's
Yeah.
just meant to be fun all
Well, there's
over. Like,
definitely some out there that are a little bit more persnickety, but
oh yeah.
not here. And
Mhm.
if like Mrs. Messi, she's from I can't think her name. Di from Australia. Messi, what is her name? Something
Oh,
I call her Messi.
Missy, no, no. Is it Diane or what? Or
Yes,
Di?
yes, Diane. From something Messi. Yeah, whatever. I just call her Messi. But anyway, she was saying that somebody I guess she had some really hot. I don't know if Miss Juju's still on here, but she had some really hot printables that had um, some like cowboys, barely dressed cowboys. I mean, they were barely dressed on the bottom, but they had no shirts on and stuff. And I guess somebody like said something to her, and what I can't remember oh, pearl clutching. She said, yeah, she had a pearl clutching lady
Mm-hmm.
complain. So she's not selling them no more or whatever. And I'm like, oh, they don't want to come to my because if I had any
Oh yeah.
pearl clutchers over here, they wouldn't. They'd be reporting me every other day.
Yeah, every other
So
street.
I would rather than just go off and be somewhere
Oh
else.
yeah, but when that happened, that's so sad. Like,
They're
oh.
and they weren't bad. I mean, they weren't like my naked people. I mean, my naked people shows more, and they're cartoon naked people mostly.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it was, they were just whatever. That to me is just silly, silly, silly for any reason. But yeah, I was like, they can clutch their pearls somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That's why my mama ain't on my channel. She shakes her head even more than Candy does. To be honest, my mama, she's now Debbie, my Texas mom. She'd just be
Yeah.
laughing. My mom, I don't know. But that, yeah, this isn't her cup of tea, that's for sure. She's just, I don't know. I mean, my mom has a good sense of humor. I just don't think she understands my humor at all. I mean, I think that's why we argue so much. Is she just doesn't get me, and that's okay, you
Oh,
know.
yeah. Yeah.
After I love her, but I know that she understands my sister and gets along with my sister more. Uh-oh. Looks like I
Mm-hmm.
have something on my right there. Right there. Must be glue or something.
Oh.
It's catching. Yeah, right there. Glue. But
It's not, no, you won't ever be blocked, Angie. No.
I'm not gonna block you. I don't I just
No.
I have like Jesus is blocked on my channel because I don't think he, wanders around YouTube. I could be wrong. And when I get to heaven, he'll be like, "Why'd you block me?" But I thought that probably wasn't him, so I blocked him. And I think Santa Claus is blocked. I think I have the guy that's named one of the Santa Claus, and then one other person. Actually, I have quite a few, but yeah, I don't. I only have really. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I have anyone blocked. I don't even think I have the one person that I don't care for blocked. To be honest with you, I just look at if someone comes in here that I don't care for and they're not going to be nice, then I'll block them. But usually I'm just gonna I'll deal with them if they're here and I don't care for them. As long as they're
Mm-hmm.
being, even if I don't like you, I'm gonna deal with you. I mean, that's just silly. I'm not gonna block somebody just because I don't care for them, right? I don't know. That's just how my brain thinks it. To me, why would I? I don't know. Just how I think.
Yeah, but it's
If you can't live in the world with people that you don't like, boy, is the world hard for you. That's how,
oh oh
how I
yeah.
kind of look at it. It's like, just because I don't like you doesn't mean that I can't live with you. You know, it's just the world's too hard of a place to try to
Oh, absolutely.
go through it with, you know, it's too hard. All my fabric is going to have this little bit of scraps cut out of it. And I'm going to be like, someday I'm going to go to use it. I'm going to be like,
Oh, oh yeah.
why has this got a big chunk moved
But
out?
don't you have like scrap bits?
You would think, but I don't have enough to make all what I want to make, like to make
I
enough of
would
these.
I would take bits first and then look into
Well,
whatever.
nobody said that I was smarter than you. Nobody. And I'm actually using more. I could just wrap it once, but I'm being picky and wanting to do like different thicknesses and stuff. So I'm,
Mhm.
wrapping them a few times. So I'm going to allow you just to be smarter than me on this one. You can be smarter than me on the way colors are made, and 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 that I should use scraps first.
Mhm.
Okay, so
That would.
we'll let you have that today. Next week though, I'm not going to be.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game. You'll never know what happens then. Oh, you have any? Yeah, that's true.
Yep, you
That's
got that right, Angie. You don't use the word that would get you blocked, Angie.
oh
Like
yeah.
asses. Don't use the word asses. No, you don't use the word. You mean the name Candy? Is that what you're trying to say?
Am I just going to glue this on? I now yeah, I don't have the patience
I'm
to.
just digging your roof. I mean, you could quit right now and you're the winner. Not that there's a competition or anything going on, but I'm just saying that roof is just downright spectacular.
Yeah, but it is really looking. I don't even.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It really looks amazing. What you can't. You hit the what is the you hit the ball out of the park with that one. You did. I mean, just that because it's how you came up with it. You came up with that roofing, the tile and stuff, and it just really it was what it needed to look like a tile. It really looks like a tiled roof.
Yeah, I
Students,
was at one
Miss
point
Jane's
actually.
gonna tell me she's gonna be like, "Well, my daughter actually thought of this," and
No, I was actually thinking about using grass because these
oh
type of uh, cottages that I'm trying to
yeah,
do, like
a
they
pitcher
usually have
like
they.
thatch it. Is that what the
I have no
thatch it
clue.
thatch it
But
style?
then I just realized it's never going to work, and then I was looking
Well,
into
you wouldn't want it
using.
to fall apart and stuff,
No,
right?
true.
Yeah.
How I need to buy myself some new. I don't even know, but this is become so expensive.
Is it
And
really? That's one of our cheaper brands over here.
that's yeah, but I
It's
think
it's is it an
it's
America?
become
Is it
yeah,
made in America? I wonder.
yeah, it is. No,
Oh,
yeah, it is. So it's imported.
yeah.
It's I don't even know. It's glary, but
8 ounces?
manufactured by blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. I didn't know we had a glue factory. I wonder if it's manufactured in Mexico and we import it.
Manufactured by I don't even know, somewhere in California.
Ah,
Made in the U.S.
nice. Go USA.
Uh,
I can't wait. I really hope that a lot more stuff starts being made here. We need to
yeah,
s-
it's too glary to do. Yeah, but it says made in the U.S. in Fresno or whatever, some sort of factory there.
Oh, man. She doesn't swear. I know she does. Asses ain't a bad word though, Candy. You told even Candy admitted that it was in the Bible.
hmm
Just depends on how you use it, right? And
I just
as long
need
as
a
we're talking
tiny bit
about
more.
Brenda's asses, we're good.
Seriously, literally, look at this. I have maybe like 2 rows of tiles left in this glue. Oh no.
You can't get any more out, huh?
No, it's literally up until the
You've touched
last
used
couple of. No, I need to like look further into it because I think it's a glue.
How did I do this? I have my wheel stuck in I
What?
don't even know how that happened. This is on the ground, and somehow I got my wheel stuck inside of here. There's a lip here. I don't even know. I didn't know.
What?
I don't know.
How did that
I don't
ever?
have
Like,
a
how
clue
did
how that happened. All I know is I was dragging it along with me.
that?
Ay, ay, ay. All right, I found some. I found some more. I know. I know. Use the scrap. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't think I have any little scraps. So by doing this, I'm making scraps. I guess.
Oh.
Did I get this? Is
Oh,
pretty. This
look
is
how
pretty.
fun. Oh, there's a whole bunch of fun fabrics there. Hmm.
You're like oh, look at the kitties.
Oh, cute.
I have real ones to go look at here soon. I'm amazed Hannah hasn't come in here saying they're screaming. They're screaming.
Oh, are they? Oh, not.
I can't hear them. Thank goodness they're all the way in the other room. But she'll text. I'm sure she would come and tell me. She feels
Mm.
she's very sensitive to them. Like she could have never been a mom. And letting a baby cry it out or anything. Oh my goodness. She does. I think it's her nerves. Where
Mm.
the baby cry kind of reminds me of the newborn cry, which just it I don't want to say it angers me, but I can't handle it. That
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
cry,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
it
Hmm.
kind of goes right through me. It's not
Yep.
a,
Mm-hmm.
and I love being a mom. Don't, I didn't have not PMS, postpartum. I didn't have,
Oh
but
no. Hmm.
that cry just is like, okay, that needs
Yeah,
to stop,
it's yeah.
you know?
But I would say, like, when thinking about it, it might have to be like a biological thing that we as human beings or moms or like whatever the we are meant to react like that because of the
Because they're
specific
newborns.
sound, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
it
thought of it
might be
that
like a
way.
biological s- type
Like
of
if something is
explanation.
wrong, you pay attention to that baby that's making that noise. It's going to make you uncomfortable. Like it's supposed
Yeah,
to. Because
yeah,
you're a
but
new mom,
I
because
don't know if
that
but
makes
that's just,
sense. That makes sense why I just cringe when I hear that sound and I want to make it stop.
yeah, because back in the days, or whatever, like,
Yeah.
we were meant to have some sort of basic reaction to certain types of things. I don't know. That's just,
Yeah, we're going to say you're right on that one. Well, this is really a pretty fabric. I just realized how pretty it really is. I'm going to hold it up here.
now you need to use it.
Yeah, look at
One,
this.
two, three,
Like
four,
these,
five
see
more
if it will
tiles.
focus.
Cute. Oh, that is really cute, though.
There's like these little oh, there, it's starting to focus. There's these little butterflies in it. It's not going to focus
Oh,
on
is
that.
it?
It's
They were
really a
not
pretty.
really visible. Oh,
There we go. There we go.
there. Yeah.
Look
Mm-hmm.
at that. It's really pretty. Huh. Welcome back, Angie. I was too busy. I didn't even know you went anywhere. Should have noticed it got quiet around here. Someone's trying to talk more than me. Miss
Mm-hmm.
Gigi's like, I mean, one of these times Miss Gigi's gonna sneak on and call it a day with me, but not have me on here so that she can get a word in edgewise.
That's true. True.
She's gonna be like, and I'm with Rebecca, and she's gonna point, and I'm not gonna be there, but she's gonna pretend that I'm
Yeah.
there so that she can say she's screaming with
Oh, that
Rebecca,
would be something.
but I'm not there because she won't shut up. She gets off here, and I know she goes to her husband and be like, that woman will not shut up. And her husband's like, why
Or
did you
yeah,
threaten
I
her?
will just leave and you won't realize it because you're just chatting
Oh,
and
yeah.
and then like an hour later, like, hello, I'm back.
Until it's over. And I'm like, okay, bye, Miss G. Oh, when did she leave? When did she get off? And it will be Candy be like, she's been gone for like 2 hours, Rebecca. Whoops. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would have been fun.
You'd think that I don't get to talk or something, like Shannon, I don't talk or something here at home, and I have to get on here just to talk with people. And kind of that's a little true. She's gone all day, and
Hmm.
and it's long. It's not like just 8-hour days of work. She's gone for like 12 hours every day. So,
Yeah.
most of
Hmm.
my day I'm by myself. So maybe that is it. I need to talk to someone,
It's your
something.
coping mechanism, and you.
Right, right. Yeah. Something.
Yeah, but to be true, like that, I would say it definitely has a part of, maybe, like,
Well,
I
well,
don't.
I'll claim that's it. Yeah. Not that I've been getting in trouble for talking since I was in kindergarten.
Hmm.
Pays attention in class, needs improvement. Stays on
Oh,
task.
okay. Have you heard
Stays
things
on
like that?
task, needs improvement. If one of these days when I find my box that has all my memories and stuff, because I've been kind of looking for it, I think it might be in
Hmm.
that closet that Gatton's in, the room that Gatton's in now. So when I find, I'll have to bring that in and show you my report cards from kindergarten, first, second grade, and show you how they all said, and all of
Oh,
them were during, things like that. Can work independently, needs improvement.
what? Oh.
Yeah, I was never very good at working by myself, and I always needed, you know, someone to be
Hmm.
there with me and talk with me. And my desk was always within the first week of school. My desk was always moved up to the front.
Oh
and
yeah.
next to the teacher. So I'd shut up, pay attention.
Mhm.
My son, though, what is so funny is it happened to my son too. So sadly, when I went to the parent teacher conference and they told me this, I laughed and they were looking at like I didn't take him seriously, which I didn't because I was thinking, well, he's just like his mom. I had the
Yeah,
same problem. What am I supposed? I'll talk to him and he'll get in trouble, but I know because I
yeah,
lived it,
because
it's
you've
not going to
been,
do
yeah,
anything. So if you as a teacher can't come up with a solution, he's going
true.
to cause problems, sadly. I mean, because
Yeah.
grounding
Hmm.
him is not, I know, I was there. It's not going to do a dang thing.
And the thing is, like, usually when things like that happen, it's like in the classroom that things happen. So you have to figure out
Right,
what's
right.
triggering it, or
I don't know what teachers
you know,
think that
what are
parents do.
yeah, true.
I
I'm
mean, to
totally
be
with you
honest
on
with
that one.
you, I mean, they act totally different than when, just like I did. I was a different kid at home than I was in school.
Yeah, and most kids are like, you have to figure out like what is causing it, or like what can we do to change it, or like um, or like just think like what happened before this,
Hmm.
so maybe you can prevent it in the future depending on what it is, of course,
Right.
but
Well, I know, now that I'm an adult and can look back, I know the issue was my home life. My home life was ripped apart. Dad was sent off.
yeah.
He
Hmm.
was abusing us, and then he was
Yeah.
uh, then he was sent off, and then it was just mom taking care of us, and then he came
Yeah.
back into our lives. He came back, and so yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, I can imagine it not being
it was
too
a
like,
mess,
yeah.
but I was pretty lucky to where I was in a small school and lucky to the point that everybody knew because it was such a small town. They knew that my dad got hauled off to prison,
Yeah.
but,
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
kind of stunk because it was so small and everybody knew my dad got hauled off to prison. But it was probably good in a way that the school knew that
Yeah.
without any real investigation or anything, so that, they were able to probably handle me a little bit differently too, without my mom
Hmm.
having to go and talking to him and embarrassing her. And, she was
Hmm.
already embarrassed enough, I'm sure, of the whole situation.
Yeah. Hmm.
Jana, Flo never can. Yeah, Jana, yeah, it's just us, girl. It's just, yeah, I run everybody off. That's how I've been able to keep my channel going for so long. Figure if they're not here, they can't, shut me down.
Yeah.
See here if I can.
And I can just imagine Juju being in the background, like laughing now when reading and just comment and everything.
Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can get my kitty cam going for a second. See, because I have a really cute. Let's see.
Do you have it?
I have it hooked up finally, but I don't know how on this I add a camera. It's so much easier,
Oh
My
yeah, wait. I
name.
can even add a camera, I think, to
Go
my.
like this. Yeah, it's let's see, video. I don't want to change my camera. I guess I could. Just ignore the mess. I don't know what it's going to look like. Let me change here. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. There they are. I got a storm. Uh, oh, oh. I don't. Oh,
What? Oh.
I'm trying not to make you guys sick. Hold on, guys.
Oh, you had a conference call, Juju?
Hey, Juju. You missed our talk. Then you're blown out, Storm, because you're so white.
Oh yeah.
Got his Jug's new collar. It says "Mom thinks I'm special," or "Mom, I think." I wonder why it's not focusing. There we go. No, I think it's just so blown out. Wonder how I fix that.
Oh, now it's no.
That's my finger.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, I think it's Storm. I think her white
Yeah.
is blowing it
Oh,
out.
yeah. It's
Hi, Storm.
oh, hello. You are definitely like it is. What?
It's really blowing up. It's her coloring. I put my hand.
And I would say the difference between like, the brown and the white, that too might be like, I don't even know, like
Let's see.
lighting.
I had this set up for the kitties, not for these ding dongs. Let's see if I bring it a little bit further away. Everything is backwards. There we go. Nope, still. It's not wanting to focus either. I wonder why. I bought, or no, I didn't buy. It's in my cart to, where are they? It's in my cart to buy a new holder for this because I have the bar. I just don't have the holder. So,
And you hold her for the camera? What?
for the camera. Because this one doesn't have a holder, so I kind of have to have it propped. So I had it propped for the newborn, for the babies, so I could have it propped. But this is really weird that it's not wanting to focus. Too much dirt on my floor, probably. Okay, let's see. Everyone close your eyes.
Really bright.
Video, get us back to my camera. I just need to break down. I think it was like $6. It wasn't very expensive to buy. The problem is I know I have it, because I had one for every hand. And I am only using 2, I think. Yep, only using 2. So there should be another one somewhere. Oh, now Storm's leaving. Perfect timing, Storm. Okay. I'm going to need a lot of piles of fabric because, it's a fabric store. Those look good though.
They look really cute. Really cute.
Look like real. Look, I even have some velvet fabric. Put that down here. We'll put the specialty fabric down here. That's what they always hide.
Yeah.
Fabric.
Hidden away.
Tulle. So we'll put some tulle on there. This is chiffon. I think this is this is an organza. That's what this is. It's a small piece of organza, but that's what that is, organza. I think it's probably the only piece of organza I have in this house.
And you're using it for this project?
Well, it's not, it's a small piece.
Yeah, just kidding.
Yeah, that's a nice piece. It should be on a prom dress fabric.
Let's see now.
Luna. Floofy. The good thing about these babies is if Mandy and Jamie don't want 2, they're considering 2, which I like. I'd rather them go in pairs. Cats, I think cats, especially if they're litter mates, they're usually pretty.
Oh, yeah.
But if they take 2, and if Shannon just is downright doesn't want me to keep it 1 or 2, there was a farmer at the vet that she was looking for kittens, and I was surprised when I was at the vet. All the doctors and the all the staff, they all wanted to see the kittens, which I was like, hello. Hey, is that right? Am I saying hey? Hey, ja.
Louis Vuitton Paris maybe France. Är det fake?
Yes, it is.
Did she just tell me that I'm not speaking Swedish well?
No, I don't know. It
Is it
was
dinner time?
two of the daughters just came in, and I don't even know if you heard them, but
Oh
they
yeah,
were.
I was trying to talk to them.
Oh yeah.
I said hiya. Hi. Hiya. Hiya.
Hey,
Hiya. Hey.
hey,
Hey. I
hey,
always forget it's always hey. Hey.
hey.
Hey. They'd be like, what's that woman saying in the background? Tell your
Or you just say like, hey, just a
hey.
regular hey.
Hey, hey. You know
Yeah, that's it.
who I always hear say that, and every time I say it, I think, oh, I must be saying it right because I sound like him. Oh, what is it?
I have no clue who you're
What is his name? And
thinking.
I think we've talked about him before. He's from Sweden, not PewDiePie, but he used to. He made a joke about how he wanted to be the first YouTuber from Sweden, and then he found out about PewDiePie, and he was mad because he was like he could never be as he couldn't. He was like in competition trying to get what is his
What?
name?
Oh, I never heard.
I know. Yeah, no, we've talked
Or
about.
yeah, yeah, maybe.
Do you
I
know
don't know.
any? Who's some of the? He's not real big. You know, he's not close to PewDiePie. Unfortunately, he didn't get that big. But what is his name? Like he's done
A
some
sweet,
things with.
like a sweet.
Yes. Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And no, I don't know. And he's like I don't. I'm not
Well,
all
you
into.
should know everybody in Sweden because I know everybody in
Yeah,
America.
that's what I'm thinking. Are you
I
assuming
mean,
that I'm know
geez.
each and everybody in each and every?
Well,
I'm
that's
not an
okay. I'm looking
influencer.
up Swedish YouTuber, and there's like here he is. What's Rumi official. We've talked about him before, and the way that
Oh,
I yeah him
yeah, but no, I have no,
him.
I have no clue. I've never watched, or maybe a video, one with video or something.
You're saying you've never watched him? I swear we've talked
No.
about him before. Anyways, the way that he
Yeah, we
says,
have.
"Hey,
Hmm.
hey, hey, hey." So, anyways, it always makes me think of him because it's like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm saying it right. I don't watch him that all. He's not on that much anymore. There you go. There's your. You want me to send you a bolt of organza, Mama Juju? It's the only color I have is blue. I got a whole bolt though. I got a whole bolt if you'd like.
Cute.
She says
Hmm.
that she loves organza. There you go.
Hmm.
I'll put it right here on the shelf. Let me know if you need me to measure any out for you. I want to do like a glass. I want to do like a glass container of buttons, but I'm not going to be able to use regular size
Oh,
buttons because
um,
they'll be way too big. So maybe with polymer clay, I could make almost tiny little, like really tiny little balls, and then squish them to make us flats, and then
oh
just
yeah, but
because
I'm.
then
Mm,
because then I
mm.
don't have to put the holes in them because I don't think you could. Well, maybe I put the holes in them too, but I don't think it'll be that big of a difference. See, I can still buy that air dry stuff too because that wonderful woman that I haven't seen in here since maybe she hangs out in the. Hi, you gonna come up here? Come on. She sent me that money for it. Although I
Oh
haven't cashed it
yeah.
out, but she
Oh
did send
yeah.
me money for it. So come here.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
probably
That's
gonna have
funny.
to cash out my YouTube money to pay for these cats.
Oh, I think she's going to make spools of thread too, aren't you? Going to make spools
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I have these little spools. They're gonna be too big. I mean, but I'm gonna use them anyways because they're too cute.
Maybe
And I'm gonna put thread on these. They'll just be extra. I just sell the extra large size spools on mine. For industrial. I don't sell the. I only sell to industrial. I'm only a wholesaler. With these
So
cute little clips I'm
this,
gonna use. Hi there, there she is.
yeah.
There she is. So yeah. Oh, so I call yesterday. I call the
Oh,
emergency
very
vet
nice
that
blues, love.
is supposed to be um, budget friendly. Like I call and I said, like one of their things that they put on their thing is affordable, right? And I thought, well, that's going to be more affordable than my regular vet. So I call them because they're not
Mm-hmm.
just emergency; they have a vet service there too, right? So I
Oh,
call them
okay. Mm-hmm.
and I ask them, well, I tell them the situation. I said, I got these, 4 kittens that need to be hand fed and I'm bottle feeding and I'm rescuing them. I'm going to foster them. And she said, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and put you on hold. And I'm going to talk with the doctor since you're doing a service for the community and stuff. And I was like, oh, that would be wonderful. So she
Mm-hmm.
gets back on. She said, well, okay, so our normal fee is going to be $70 a pet. But since this is a litter, we have a litter fee, and it would be 170. I was like,
Oh.
oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. Let me, get back with you to make the appointment. I need to see if I can afford that. So she said, okay, thanks so much. Hang on. I was like, holy crap. So I called my regular vet and I said,
Mm-hmm.
hi, I have this litter that I came into and I have 4 babies and stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh. And I was like, well, they're like, well, how old are they? And I said, they're about, 2.5 weeks old, about 17 days old. And they're like, oh, we usually don't see them until 6 weeks. I said, well, I'm a little concerned about their eyes. I said, I think
Mm-hmm.
that they have an infection in their eyes. And they're like, oh, okay, well, hold on. Let me see what we got here. And she's looking
Mm-hmm.
through and she's looking through. She said, well, did you want to bring them in as a litter or do you just want to see those two to be seen? And I said, well, I like to bring them in as all of them in case the other two
Mm-hmm.
are
Yeah.
sick. And they're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, we got a litter. You can bring them in. It's going to be a $60 office fee. I was like,
What?
for all of them? And she's like, oh, yeah. I said, okay. I said, when's your next appointment? And she said, well, we can get you in today or you have to wait until next week. I said, let's get us in today.
Oh, that was a huge
Now, granted,
difference.
they, are more of a like they're a vet hospital that I know they take care of all kinds of animals. Like they'll take care of certain things, but like they won't take any exotics. Like
Oh, yeah.
they won't
Mm-hmm.
do snakes and rats and things like that. But like what they've been out here a long like I remember passing it when we used to go out this way to go camping when we lived further in the city. So like
Mm-hmm.
20 years ago I'd drive by. So they've been around a long time and what I know that they're known for is they used to have they have holding pens for horses and cows. So they like
Oh.
do all
Mm-hmm.
the big animals too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of these other places, they don't take anything larger than, probably a dog, Great Dane,
Mm-hmm.
just because
Mm-hmm.
so they don't take, they're not going to do horses. They're not going to do, they don't have farriers. They don't have anything like that. So when I was in there, they were, all over. I think I was talking about this, and I don't know if I said anything, but they said they hardly ever she said they can't remember the last time anyone brought baby kittens in, like had a
What?
litter of kittens. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, that's why the one lady was so excited and said, I need them for I need barn cats. She said,
Mm-hmm.
she said, I need at least 2, if not more. And I was like, and I said, you guys don't get kittens? She said, oh, we never did adopted ones. And the one lady said, yeah. And then you go and try to adopt them. You have,
Yeah, no.
out of the pound and they're $100 a piece. And she's like, I don't want to spend that much, And I was like, well, I understand. I don't want to spend that much.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, I do also know that they're probably not real up on baby kittens too, So,
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yeah, but yeah.
But
But,
but I've always, that's where I took when I decided to have Heidi put down, that's where I took
mm-hmm.
Heidi, and that's Molly when I had to, when Molly was finally passing, she went
Mm-hmm.
there, and that's where we take Heidi. Heidi's gone there since he was a pup. That's where all the cats have gone when we need to take
Yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
So I like them. I've seen reviews where people think different things, and I'm like, well, they're a country, they're country, they take care of cows, they took care of horses, they take care,
Mm-hmm.
if you want somebody to baby your cat, like it's, the most precious thing in the world, then yeah, they're probably not going to be your vet, because they're going to take your cat, they're going to flip it upside down, they're going to do the examination, and they're going to say, okay, here you go, everything's good. They're not
Yeah.
going to, you know, they're not going to tell you, oh, you need to get this run. That you're not going to walk out of there spending $600-700 every time you walk out. Like when you go to these other places, they pretty much won't let you leave unless you run the 5 different exams on them, because
Oh, yeah, that's true.
somebody
Some
in
of
there is
them
going
are
to
like,
turn you into the cruelty place. That's always what I'm afraid of, because those places have done that, where
mm-hmm.
somebody said, well, I can't afford that, I'll just have to deal with it. And they're like, oh, you can't, that your cat is sick and you have to, you shouldn't have a pet if you can't afford them. And
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah.
not everybody can afford a, uh, you know, a, leukemia, feline leukemia
Yeah.
diagnosis on their cat. Just like family, if your kid had that, you would do some sort of fundraiser. Well, people are
Mm-hmm.
going to give more money to a human fundraiser than pet
True.
fundraiser, because it seems like
Yeah,
every time you
definitely.
blink an eye, someone's asking for money for for their pets. So
Mm-hmm.
it just bothers me, those foo-foo-y vet places. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that maybe it's just my generation or how I feel. I mean, my pets are my kids, don't get me wrong. And
Yeah.
I will
Mm-hmm.
go above and beyond, but I won't go beyond. I won't put myself into debt for my cats unless I know for a
Yeah.
fact probably that they're going to be saved. If it's like 50-50, it's probably not going to happen, but if
Yeah.
it's something
That's
like, then yeah, I'll go above and beyond, but I won't go to where I put myself so far in debt to where I'm not poor and can't eat.
yeah.
That makes
That's
sense.
kind of what we are thinking with the kittens and the and Teddy too. Like.
Yeah, you take care of them to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
And a human is going to come, sadly, that is going to come. And if that cat is your only human baby, of course you're going to take care of it better than maybe somebody that has 6 kids and has a cat. But I think those kids deserve to have a pet too, just because
Mm-hmm.
you can't give them the treatment that a parent with no kids, just because you can pay more, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But,
I
yep.
think you're understanding what I'm trying to
Yep.
throw at you.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So, anyways, I don't know how this all rounded about to that. What I
Me
originally
neither. But
but what
with thinking about everything we talk about, you'll never know the.
well, Jug had his yearly visit last week. Shannon's like, I just walked out of here. She paid $500 because he had his yearly shots, and then he had to get his medicines for the year. His heartworm
Yeah.
his
Mm-hmm.
and his fleas are really bad this year. He had to get on some flea medicine. Usually we just do the natural sprays, but
Mm-hmm.
heck of a time with fleas this year. I think just the weather being so mild here, it didn't get real hot right away, because the heat usually kills all the grass to where they live, so that then
Oh yeah.
so,
Mm-hmm.
but so he had to get on fleas, so it was a little bit higher than his usual visit because of that. But we pay about $500 or $600 a year for his yearly visit. Then he gets on his heartworm medicine, because we have, I don't know if you guys have the issues that we have with
No,
heartworms.
no, we don't.
Heartworms is that, yeah, it's just everywhere here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I follow some rescue centers, like YouTube channels with rescue centers, and there's apparently a lot of problems with that.
Angie, no, I can't. Go away, Angie. Right, Candy. Exactly. You couldn't have kids, and your pets are your kids. Right. So you're going to go above and beyond anything that I probably financially could do for mine. And that is okay. Here's the thing. I just don't want to be judged, and I'm not talking any of my friends would judge me, not like that. But there are people out there that will judge people, the same kind of people that judge, unfortunately, uh, financially non well to do,
Mm-hmm.
non well to do people, where the well to do people, even in this time and age, is sad, judge. And
Yeah,
it's like, it doesn't, you know, you don't know that, they're doing the best that they can. And just because you can afford whatever, look at how good that looks. Mrs.
Hope,
G.
hopefully it dries well so I can paint the whole thing. You know.
It looks absolutely awesome. I mean, it looks like a real roof. There's your new career. You can go get on to.
Yeah. If that
But
would.
you're gonna have to mold each shingle by hand.
Yeah. Oh, that would. Yeah. But, there are factories or whatever they do it in factories, of course, but we don't have
See?
shingles here. We have like
Your next career,
clay. Yeah, we actually do have like whatever tiling,
if you
like
you know if you become not if you can't become a teacher or can't be a teacher anymore, you know you have a backup career. If there's never any more children in the world and you can't teach no more, you can move on
yeah.
to making roofs for houses. I kind
No,
of quit because it's like I'm kind of to the point where I don't know what to do. I have to make all the little. I guess I gotta think. I gotta think what I want in there because I gotta make a table and
mhm. I don't know. You have shingles, I know that, but
yes,
here we have um
we have clay. Like if it's that style of house, they put the clay shingles on, which are those lumpy, like
yeah, we have that here.
yeah,
Like that
like that.
that's what
I think they're
and they
called
they are clay. Like the whole
yeah
thing
clay.
is like
Yep,
in like it's in an individual this is
yep,
like an old one
yep.
and
Yeah, people don't
oh
do
yeah.
them because of how expensive they are. In there, I
Yeah,
guess maybe heavy too. They probably don't build houses to hold that kind of weight.
yeah, we have
So
that's what we have.
that they're real
We don't
pot.
have
That we call them, I think, Mexican tiles. Candy can probably help me. I think they're called Mexican tiles here in Texas, at least. I think is what they call them. But you won't see them unless you maybe have an older style home that is styled that way. So they'll,
mhm,
then it's on there. But on a normal home, you're not going to see like in America, you're not going to see that. You're going to see the asphalt shingles. I think they're made out
mhm.
of asphalt shingles.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those, but we don't have that here because that wouldn't be, the because of the climate, really. That kind of roof wouldn't
Oh
really
yeah,
like.
because of the freezing and they're
Yeah.
probably not made. That's probably why, yeah, that we probably don't see them here in America very much either. Because I would think the ice would get up underneath those clays and then freeze and melt.
No, we that's what we use, but with the
That's what you
shingles, like
use.
yeah, we
Oh,
have. I would say like this asphalt shingle type, kind of like underneath, and then we put the
the
clay
yes.
thing over, like.
So they all have those. Interesting, because we don't. I was thinking actually opposite. Huh, I'll have to look that
Let's
up and see
see.
Mexican tiles that they break too easy. Oh, see? Candy
No,
says, yeah, Mexican tiles that they break too easy, especially with the hail you get into. Oh, the
no,
hail. Uh,
no. This is,
huh.
we had our roof change. We did some renovation to the house when we moved in, but before that, they hadn't done anything to the roof like the last 60 years, I think.
What? Oh,
So
you're lucky if you get 10 years out of a roof here. 10.
no, so here it's like I think it was 55, 60 years, and then we knew when we bought the house that had to redo it.
Right.
So we redid it, and this is meant to last like another 50 years.
Oh, yeah, they don't do that here. They would never come up with anything like that because it wouldn't make them money. There's not
No,
a
but it's
there's not a company out here that would say, "Oh yeah, this roof lasts 60 years." No, they want you to have a roof that you need to replace. I'm being serious. That's how it works in America. Nothing is made to last anymore. I think it's like ridiculous. I'm hoping things change. I'm hoping for the next generation. I'm so sick of us being such a throwaway country. I'm so hoping my
hmm
life, my fingers are crossed that things change. Yeah, like the metal roofs. They have gone to metal roofs, a lot of people, but
Oh
um
no, that's
but I wouldn't mind a metal roof, and they've made them to where they even have some that look like shingles for, where,
What?
they've learned how to put them on to where you don't hear it go ting, to ting, ting, when it rains and
Yeah,
stuff,
yep.
which, get me wrong, I would love that. I love hearing it on a tin roof, as they say, but,
Yeah, because
they
here,
last
if
longer.
if you want to renovate your roof, you will probably end up with maybe somewhere between like 45 and 50,000.
Yeah, how much was ours recently? How much? I think we paid. Now we had insurance, and the insurance, because it was
Oh
ruined, it
yeah,
was
we do
damaged by
have that
hail.
here too. But if
So
you just take it from
I
scratch, you want to reinvent,
yeah, I
you do
think
the whole thing.
it
But
was about. I think it was a. I'd have to look. I feel like I'm lying with this number. I could not. I could, because I think ours was 10%, and we paid 1,300. So that would be about, under 20,000, about eight, what it would, 13,000, 14,000, 10% would be, I guess.
yeah, yeah. But the I don't know if
But
they do it like that, because here they just don't take like the upper part. They like redo the whole thing, like from scratch. The whole like
oh, right, the whole top, right. Now, like, we didn't go that far. We didn't need that much replaced. Like, you're talking the slats, the wood for underneath that connects to the
yeah,
house. Yeah,
everything
we
like
didn't have to have
they
that replaced. That was still in good condition, the guy said. So there are times that you have to get that done, but, we didn't have to, thank goodness, have all that done. It was just shingles. We had it reshingled. Now, I'm sure, getting a roof done, I don't know how much that would be. I've not had to, thankfully, and also I'm in a manufactured home. I don't know if it would be any different than a regular house, but, um, I don't know. Some are really beautiful. We had a guy come give us an estimate for a metal, but too expensive. My mom and dad put a metal roof on half the house, and it has held up beautifully. I mean, it's not a fancy one because it was on the back of the house, but that is a good probably 30 years old, and it's done wonderfully. The bad thing is the two-story part of my mom's house isn't, and of course that costs her an arm and a leg because it's 2 stories up. They have to take all the material 2 stories up, so of course they charge a little bit more for that and stuff.
Mhm.
But hello, Butterroll. I bet you Mrs. Gigi probably has to go to dinner, right?
Yeah,
That's probably why your kids
yeah,
came in earlier, and
yeah,
I won't
yeah.
shut up.
So I don't really
And I'm
have.
sure
Do
those
I
kittens
have?
are ready to eat, so
Yeah, I'm
I'll go.
actually looking at if I have some sort of picture of my house, because our roof is a little bit, special compared to like a normal one. So
Mhm.
I know that we paid like a little bit extra to have like. I don't know. No, I don't really have.
Well, for next week, your
Yeah,
your
good.
your
I
assignment
will
is
say.
to take a picture of your house.
Yep, that's what I will do.
And guys, I don't know, but I might try to come back on today. I'm gonna see how I gotta go feed 4 crazy kittens. Um, 2 of them won't stop eating. One of them I have to make eat, and the other one just is a normal eater. He'll just, he latches on. But that black one, man, he makes such a mess when he
Hmm.
eats. If I a little bit more prepared and could show you, but yeah, you put the bottle in his face and he puts his paws on the bottle and he pushes it away and the bottle and it comes out and it goes all over his chin. And he cries the whole time because but it was he's the first one that he purred. He did purr for me this morning.
Oh,
It was
cute.
yes, yes, it was, but he does make a mess. He's the one I'm thinking I'd like to keep. And Shannon kind of likes him too, so he might be staying with us. Although I really I love them all. They're all got, they'll get their own personalities as they get older, but
Hmm.
the little tawny one is just so I'm kind of worried about him. I like, he's the only one I like actually like touch and feel to make sure he's breathing and stuff. So I'm hoping with anything though, I do have the antibiotics. They're all getting the antibiotics. So hopefully if he does have something, the vet did say, with them being feral moms, they could be carrying stuff. And so they're a little bit harder to make sure that they're healthy because, but we have a heavy gauge metal roof, 28 years old. And the only problem is it's noisy when heavy rain or hail. That's my mom said something about that, but I'm telling you,
this is a strange angle of the house because it's like, but I don't even know like if it's.
Oh no, yeah. Those are they look like but I bet you, are they actual clay or are they metal? They are clay.
Oh, they are clay. Yeah. All of them are like individually.
Yeah. It's a real pretty. I like that color roof. I got the dark gray when I had my house done. I wanted a dark gray roof because it had a lighter gray and it really did change the look of the house when I put that dark gray on top.
Yeah, it was a big difference because there was another type on the, I don't even know, like a beige brownish color.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how something like that can change? I guess when you wear a hat, you look totally different too.
Yeah.
You look different when you wear a hat. Did y'all know that? I gotta go. Miss Gigi's gonna start. Her kids are probably out, so they're probably throwing a fit. Okay, you know me. I'll gonna let Miss Gigi go. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. If I don't see you later, but you might. I think Shannon is taking a rest day. So if I come back on, it will be a little later tonight after the babies are fed. So keep spreading love, guys. I'm gonna go, or I'm gonna keep talking. Bye.